Terra Branford is the first of many, many decks we have today that care a great deal about the graveyard, but besides that and 3 power or less creatures, Terra doesn't give us a whole lot of direction. First, we fill our yard. Easy enough with Terra's Trance effect, but we also run Ripples of Undeath, My Beloved, Mesmeric Orb, and Tortured Existence because playing Reanimator is a slot machine where you somehow end up with a handful of 8-drops despite there only being 1 in your deck. On the topic of 8-drops, a lot of high mana value creatures with 3 or less power that I would actually care to reanimate tend to have some very powerful enters the battlefield effects. Havoc Eater, Meteor Golem, and Summon Knights of the Round are all crazy effects to cheat out early, but even crazier when you can reuse them multiple times. And thus we come to our second theme, Blink. Aside from the usual Ephemerate, Parting Gust, and Saw in Half, we get to take advantage of some very impactful low-power creatures that can effectively blink our big threats or value pieces while also being targetable by Terra, like the Jolly Balloon Man, Jaxus the Troublemaker, and Felia. The spice of this deck is how well these effects interact. Karmic Guide's Echo means Terra can reanimate it every turn to reuse its Resurrection effect. Saw in Half not only makes your effect trigger 2 more times, but also puts the card back in the yard for Terra to reanimate. When was the last time you read Flesh Writher? Have you ever even seen Flesh Writher? Transfigure lets you grab any other of the 4 drops in our deck, so we can do stuff like start loops with Ardent Elementalist by grabbing Eerie Interlude, reusing Blink effects with Felidar Guardian or Restoration Angel, or even recycle anything we didn't want to discard with Neva Stalked by Nightmares. And then we just reanimate the Flesh Writher with Terra and do it again. The same is true to a lesser extent with transmute creatures like Dimir Houseguard, but that's not quite as interesting. This deck is so cool. Terra might just be Alicia in a trench coat, but damn does she make that coat look good.